It's Amy, your Gray Girlfriend, and welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. First, let me say that I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with me. Out of the more than 3 million podcasts available, you chose this one, so thank you. This podcast was created for high-achieving women, real women who face and conquer real challenges, real women who are ready to take their lives to the next level. Between us all, we've been through it all, and I'm here to tell you, you can thrive despite it. So whether you're commuting to or from work or doing one of the other 50,000 things you do on a weekly basis, pop in your earbuds, my friend, and let's go. Welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. I'm your host, Amy Blair Lawson. Today's episode is entitled Eagle or Seagull. Are you an eagle or a seagull? Do you hang out with eagles or do you hang out with seagulls? What's the difference in terms of how we live our lives, you may ask? Before I answer that question, let me first tell you about my dentist. I love my dentist. I don't love going to the dentist, but I love Dr. H. He makes the experience as pleasant as it can be. We have wonderful conversations about music and economics and politics and life in general. Plus, I love his office manager. Years ago, she was my neighbor. I used to babysit her son when he was in middle school. And by the way, he's now a dentist. Wow, has time flown? Whew. Sorry, I digress. Back to the story. You see, I'm a very confident woman except in two situations, at the dentist and at the eye doctor. In both cases, I quickly become an anxious mess. I literally break out in a sweat, and my shirt sticks to my back. I'm clearly a don't come near my teeth and don't touch my eye person. Not only do I break out in a sweat in both situations, but I lose the governor on my mouth. The filter between my thoughts and my words vanishes in a snap. If it pops into my head, it comes out of my mouth. Case in point, when I first started seeing Dr. H, I needed a crown, and that's a pretty big procedure in my book. But in the spirit of full disclosure, so is having any tartar scraped off my teeth. On this particular visit, I was lying back in his chair with a paper bib clipped around my neck. Dr. H came in, sat down on his rolling stool, and started making small talk, not only in an effort to quell my nerves, but also because he's a nice guy. I don't remember exactly what he said because I was anxious, and when we're feeling anxious, our ears don't exactly work right. But at one point, I interrupted him because I needed to have some idea of how much pain I could expect. Looking up at him, I asked, "Is this going to hurt?" To which he replied, "You'll feel some pressure, but shouldn't feel any pain." Hearing the word should brought me little comfort. I needed more assurance than a should, so I said, "Look, I'm going to hold your man parts in my hand, and if you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you." When I said that, Dr. H's face turned bright red, and he and me and the office manager, who by the way was holding my hand, started laughing. I thought Dr. H was going to choke. I don't think anyone had ever said anything like that to him before. I also think he thought I was kidding, but I wasn't. So why am I sharing this story with you? Why is this story significant? I'm sharing this story because what would be considered a faux pas in most circles set the tone for our doctor-patient relationship. That's why Dr. H and I can have wonderful conversations about music and economics and politics and life in general. In the simplest of terms, in a situation where I felt vulnerable and could easily allow anxiety to take over, I feel safe with Dr. H. I feel safe to be myself. I don't feel judged. I can share my unfiltered opinion with him and he, in turn, with me. Let's face it, I threatened to hold his man parts in my hand and hurt him if he hurt me, and he didn't judge me for it. I think I'm his favorite patient, by the way. Anyway, back to eagles and seagulls. During a recent visit to Dr. H's office, we were having a conversation about how people, whether they be total strangers or polite acquaintances, and in his case, this includes his patients, frequently spill their guts to us, telling us their life stories, many times in vivid detail. In airports, on airplanes, in line at the grocery store, it doesn't matter. I consider this a gift, as does Dr. H. I believe people are drawn to those of us who are empathetic, those of us with a servant's heart, those of us who genuinely want to be of service to others, those of us who make people feel safe. We also discussed that while many people we encounter genuinely want help, they genuinely want to change their lives. There are just as many people who don't want to change. They just want to temporarily unload the emotional burden they haul around. Just like seagulls at the beach, they rush to you at the first hint of, quote, food, quickly consuming the emotional morsel they seek, and then, forgive my southern drawl here, they promptly shit all over you. This conversation with Dr. H got me noodling over the way seagulls live their lives versus the way eagles live theirs, and how living like an eagle is an excellent metaphor for life in general. Living like an eagle rather than a seagull means embracing vision and resilience and purposeful growth over following the crowd and settling for leftovers. The metaphor offers not just inspiration, but a warm invitation to unlock one's greatest heights through courage and reflection and the willingness to transform. The eagle, known for its strength and clarity and majestic flight, stands as a symbol of elevated perspective and sharp focus. Eagles don't settle for scraps. They soar alone when necessary. They seek opportunities beyond the ordinary, and they always aim for higher ground. In contrast, seagulls gather noisily in flocks, reacting to immediate rewards and rarely venturing on their own path. This difference speaks volumes in life. Striving to be an eagle asks for intention and purpose and a clear vision for the future. One of the most powerful lessons from the eagle is its metaphorical journey of transformation. Legends describe the eagle facing physical decline, such as dull talons and heavy feathers, and making the painful choice to shed what's burdening it, isolating itself to build anew. While the story is largely myth, its truth remains. To grow, one must let go of what no longer serves. One must face discomfort bravely and cultivate resilience to emerge stronger. Seagulls, meanwhile, follow the crowd and rely on charity and rarely step away from their comfort zone. In life, opting to be an eagle is welcoming change and seeking out personal evolution rather than letting circumstances dictate one's fate. Eagles possess astonishing vision, making them able to spot opportunities from heights unreachable by most birds. This translates beautifully to life: clarity of purpose and seeing beyond the surface and planning with discernment. Eagles remind us to regularly take a soaring view of our journey, to zoom out and assess where we are and where we want to go and how to best get there. Seagulls, with their opportunistic nature and frantic chase for quick rewards, risk losing sight of their deeper purpose. They get stuck chasing what everyone else is after. The eagle metaphor encourages trust in one's own capacity for vision and independent direction. The eagle's story is not just about soaring, but about enduring and bouncing back. Even in the most painful stages of growth and renewal, the eagle rises, transformed by hardship. This is the kind of resilience we all need when navigating life's storms. Seagulls are certainly resilient in their own way. They adapt quickly and find ways to survive, but their model is often reactive. They adapt after change rather than proactively seeking growth. To be an eagle is to lean into adversity, to reshape oneself actively, and to model strength that inspires others. Eagles stand out, leading quietly and confidently by example. Their solitude at times is not loneliness, but a sign of self-resilience and the willingness to stand apart when necessary. In teams and families and communities, being an eagle means guiding with humility and vision. It means making hard choices and encouraging those around us to aim higher. Seagulls, for all their communal strengths, often mirror the crowd, missing chances for unique growth and leadership. Eagles remind us that true leadership is not about noise, but about results and integrity. One of the eagle's core teachings is renewal, shedding old feathers and habits and beliefs to fly lighter and higher. This process is often painful, requiring solitude and courage, but it brings new life and sharper skills. In our own journeys, this means being willing to pause and to reflect and to let go of anything holding us back. That includes bad habits and toxic relationships and limiting beliefs. The Eagle's renewal is a model for personal and professional reinvention, a vital step for real fulfillment. Eagles focus their energy where it matters most, using their strengths to succeed. Being an eagle means prioritizing and saying no to distractions and nurturing one's gifts. It's about recognizing what makes each person unique and using that clarity to achieve one's goals. Seagulls, with their opportunistic tendencies, often scatter energy, settling for what's convenient rather than what's extraordinary. While eagles are often solitary, their metaphor also includes guiding and nurturing the community, inspiring with their flight, feeding their young, and setting an example. Striving to be an eagle doesn't mean being alone or aloof. It means leading and serving from a place of strength and vision. Seagulls demonstrate resourcefulness and community, but often fall into conformity, missing out on moments of bold individual leadership. The eagle and the seagull both offer valuable lessons, such as resourcefulness and resilience and adaptability. The invitation is not to reject the seagull entirely, but to bring the eagle's soaring vision and grace into daily choices. It's about the conscious decision to look up and to aim high and to refuse to settle for scraps. Being an eagle is a philosophy, a set of habits, and a friendly reminder that greatness is an inside job rooted in courage and clarity and ongoing renewal. Striving to be an eagle means choosing vision and independence and resilience and ongoing transformation as guiding values. In a world full of tempting shortcuts and noisy crowds, embracing the eagle's way inspires a life that soars beyond the ordinary. Whether you're leading a team or facing personal trials or building one's dream, the eagle's lessons are clear. Embrace discomfort for growth. Renew with intention. Focus on your strengths and lead by example. Through this warm vantage, eagles invite everyone to rise above, to let go of what holds them down, and soar toward fulfillment and purpose. So the next time a challenge arises or the noise of the ordinary grows loud, remember, the world has enough seagulls. Dare to be an eagle. Lift your gaze and trust your wings and rise. The sky is waiting. Wishing you peace and plenty of soaring. Until next time, this is Amy, your gray and soaring girlfriend. Hey, it's Amy. Did you know that what we tell ourselves about ourselves impacts every decision we make? Every decision. So if you're feeling stuck in any aspect of your life, RTT can help. Want to know more? Go to amyblairlawson.com or click on the calendar link in the show notes to schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation. Oh, one last thing. I can't forget the legal stuff. You know what I'm talking about. The language a lawyers write that I have to read to you. Well, here it goes. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. While I am a rapid transformational therapy practitioner, a certified divorce financial analyst, and a licensed investment advisor, this podcast is not intended as a substitute for a private session or a consultation. Got it? All right. Until next time, wishing you peace and plenty of all good things.